Good morning, it's Tuesday, the 23rd of January 2018, and you're watching KopTalk.tv. Alright, so guys, Liverpool turned over 1-0 at Swansea last night. Who'd have thought that? Do you know what? Normally, going to a game like that, normally the opposition bottom of the league, normally having come off from beating, say, Manchester City, normally I would think we'll come unstuck at Swansea. Going into that game last night, though, I didn't think that. I thought, no, we've turned a corner. Honestly, I still thought to myself, maybe we might come unstuck here. But then I thought, nah, fuck that. Look how we've been playing now. This is a different Liverpool under Klopp. We've strengthened a little bit. We do concede, but that's not going to be a problem at Swansea. The point I'm trying to make is normally, right, Liverpool have this habit of stepping it up against the bigger teams and then being stupid against the smaller teams. You would agree with that, I think. But I thought this time it's going to be different, and it wasn't different. And I'm not really sure what the fucking problem is. Well, I've got an idea what the problem is. I wanted to mention their manager's quotes after the game. He said, I told the players that Liverpool were like a Formula 1 car, but a Formula 1 car at 4 PM in traffic on the streets of London does not have great speed. I told my players to put Liverpool in traffic, and that's sort of like, that was their plan, and it worked, right? Now, I can't help but think that the mentality just wasn't right going into the game, the approach of the players, yeah? Because I just get that feeling that when it was Man City, it was like, oh, it's Man City, fucking this. I've got to show everyone we can do this, yeah? Which is normal. And then you're playing bottom of the league Swansea, and do you not think they were a bit like, well, we've just fucking done that against City, this shouldn't be a problem, should be a stroll in the park. And I think it's just that attitude. I think that they need to go up against teams like Swansea and treat them the same as they do Manchester City, Man United, Chelsea, etc. And say, come on, we've got to fucking get... I just can't help but think that there was a bit of a lethargic, lacklustre approach to this game. But there you go. I don't know, it bored me senseless. I'm just looking at the team here. Loris Karius. Was he at fault for the goal? I think most people would probably say not. I watched that replay because I'm terrible, because I'm not really convinced by Karius. So, when the goal happened, I was like, was it his fault? Was it his fault? Watched the replays on the TV broadcast and then rewound and watched it again myself. And it just seemed like when he dived, it just seemed like he was nowhere near. I mean, at least he fucking dived, right? And at least he went the right way. At least he tried to stop it, which is good for Karius. But it just seemed like He didn't look as tall, or he just didn't look, usually when it's a goal like that, you tend to see them, they nearly get to it with their hands, their fingertips, but he didn't. Now, that's not me saying he didn't do enough. It was just like, it was weird. It was like he shrunk. It was like he shrunk. And so I'm not gonna single Karius out for any blame or anything, guys. I don't know if you've got an opinion on that. If you think I'm wrong, if you should have done better, let me know in the comment section. But trust me, I have no faith in the goalkeepers at Liverpool at the moment. I hope Loris Karius comes good, but he just makes me very, very edgy. Andrew Robertson, was fantastic. I thought he did all right, Robertson. But then again, I spent more time watching him attacking down the left. Trying to get them balls in, and that Gomez, I see quite a bit of criticism for him. But anyway, go through the rest of the team. Matip, Virgil van Dijk, obviously he headed down the ball. A couple of little maybe errors from him last night, but people, they're going to make errors, and people, your rivals are obviously all over that. Salah played with Wijnaldum. Some people think that he just goes missing with Wijnaldum. Ox, I don't remember Ox doing anything in that game. I might be wrong. The game was very boring. I spent more time on my phone. Mane and Firmino obviously had that powering chance right at the end. I think it was right near the end. And then didn't Lallana follow it up? Emre Can made captain of Liverpool Football Club. They seem like this desperation all the time. Every time there's a suggestion that a player may leave the club, quick, give him the captain's armband. As soon as he was confirmed as captain, I was just about to put out on Twitter, I'm going to mention this kid. Let me get my my profile up on Twitter. Where is it? Oh, Bilic. How fucking boring was? What did you think of Bilic on Monday Night Football? I usually like Monday Night Football, but honestly, there's no way them West Ham players weren't motivated to play for him. I found him incredibly difficult to. Let me know about Bilic. Benno, I think it is, or Beno. Benno, 1981. His username is BENO 101181. He messaged me and he said, "Oh no, Emre Can has the armband, that means he's off." And I retweeted it. I said, "You bastard, I was just going to tweet that." And I was going to tweet it. I was like, that's it then. It's just, I don't know, the captaincy just seems to be thrown around. But when you look at that team, who else would you have made captain in that team, in all fairness? Chamberlain was obviously a newcomer. Virgil van Dijk, you would say, was too soon. I don't know. There's a lot of, there's a handful of players that haven't really been at the club for a long time, and I can see what the manager's thinking and doing. And if with regards to Emre Can, yeah, I expect he'll be confirmed as signing a new deal with Liverpool. The minute you hear that, that means that either the transfer window is closed or we've given up on any more business this window. Because that's the form. That's the form, isn't it? So if you were Edwards or any of these people at Liverpool Football Club, what would you'd be like? Hey, we haven't signed anyone else. We've done no more business. So fuck it, let's U-turn and give him his clause and that. It'd be like a new signing. You know what I'm saying? So just keep an eye on the Emre Can situation. Quite a few people were commenting I saw during the game about the bench, saying that it was a shit bench and there wasn't a goal on it anywhere. So you got Solanke, Milner, Alexander Arnold, Klavan, Lallana, Mignolet and Ings. Now I like Danny Ings. Danny Ings, he did have a chance, didn't he, after he came on? I like Danny Ings. And I was looking at James Pearce put a tweet. He tweets during the game and stuff like that. And he mentioned Danny Ings coming on. I deliberately looked at the replies to him to see what people were saying, and I would say 90% were like, "Oh, he's shit, he's this." And I just think these people got short memories, because he was actually really good before he got injured. So you can say I have no faith in him, if you like, because of his injuries or whatnot, but he wasn't a shit player before he was injured. So I'm not saying he's going to be you're the answer to everything, but I thought it was a bit mean and nasty and that, because I really like Danny Ings. Solanke, I still think is a better player than Buglugs. Flying here. Who was it that was loaned out? Origi. But yeah, I mean, is that a bad bench? Milner there, I expect he will leave in the summer, along with Mignolet, maybe even Ings. You never know. But people were saying that it wasn't a very good, substitutes bench, and that it showed that shortages in the squad. Anyway, so you need to let me know what you thought of the game. This is really just one of those videos to see your opinions. I like to see what you guys have got to say. Don't forget, after you leave a comment, every comment I get an email sent to me. So whatever you post, I do see it. Good or bad, insulting or praising of the team or myself. So I do get to see everything. I can't reply to everyone because there's just too many messages. But rest assured, I do see your opinions, and I do appreciate them. And to be honest, I actually really enjoy reading your opinions, especially after the game, because it helps me in terms of trying to work out, am I on the right page here? I maybe think, oh, he didn't do very good, and then the majority say what you're on about, he was brilliant, and I'm like, all right, maybe I'm wrong, which obviously isn't very fucking often. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's it. Alright, and can you see that chair? My chair, look, it's got that little white thing on there. Have you noticed that? It's really pissing me off. I keep trying to go like that. It's like the chair's getting old already. But I have got another one in my other office, exactly the same as this. So let's see who notices when it gets changed, because I'm going to swap it round soon when I can be asked. Alright, right, I'm off then. So guys, and if you can be asked, I would appreciate your player ratings out of 1 to 10. Hey, and I haven't got the big lights on today. I've gone back to them other things around me. I can't forget. It's a nightmare trying to get the lighting right. Okay, guys. So let me know what you thought of the individual player performances. If you can be bothered, what went wrong? Are you going to give any blame to the manager? What, generally, collectively, is there anyone that should be exempt from criticism last night? I'd like to know that. And collectively, we win together, we lose together. The squad, the team, right? Why did they lose that game? Why did they lose that game? Was it just, don't just say because the other team scored more goals. Do you know what I mean? I'm starting to sound like I do this on TV. When you see him on TV and you go, well, why did he lose that game? He's like, because the fucking... You know what I mean? So what I mean is, do you think there was a bit of what I'm suggesting, that they've gone there thinking, fuck's sake, man, what an easy fucking game this is going to be? Is that what they went there and thought? Because I can't think of anything else, guys. Anyway, it's too long a video. Let me know what you thought. Yeah, that's it. All right, I'll be back with you shortly, hopefully. All right.